Before we begin with this video, here's a quick and an easy question for you all. Can you all name the director of the movie Top Gun Maverick? If you know the right answer, let us know in the comment section down below or stick to the end of the video, which is when I'm going to reveal the answer to this question. Hey guys, and welcome to the Celebrity Expert, your #1 source for all things TV shows and celebrities. And in today's video, we're going to look at Top Gun Maverick's cast, talking about Tom Cruise and their experience working on the sets.
It's so embarrassing. You know that little screen on your car that says what you're playing? My girlfriend got in the car and it played, and then the whole Lady Gaga thing came up. And she's like, "What do you listen?" I was like, "Oh, so embarrassed." I really love the song. I think it's amazing. I think Lady Gaga, I mean, she nailed it. And she's such a part. She's one of the composers. She literally, her score is part of this movie in a way that's kind of unprecedented. It's really cool.
I think it was like everything in the movie. It was sort of like, you know, how do we, there's so much story to tell in this movie.
Yes.
You know, how do we get the sense of these characters together and the history of their relationship and why they keep coming back to one another, and what is that intimacy that they have with each other. You know, that was kind of a process in all of the scenes of refining it and talking about it and being able to do that in a really concise way.
Top Gun Maverick will have plenty of nostalgic moments for the fans of the original 1986 movie. Many of the cast members of Top Gun are returning, including Tom Cruise, but not everyone was invited to return.
He walks down the hallway and suddenly couldn't feel my legs. He starts shaking hands with everyone in a circle. I was like, okay, I'm last. Be cool, this is fine, you're cool. Shakes my hand, looks deep into my eyes, and I forgot my name. And I look across, and I think you just were sort of like, is she okay? Did we hire the right person? And I look across, I see Jay Ellis just smiling at me like, you're a mess.
Meg Gillies, who plays the role of Charlotte Blackwood, who's an astrophysicist and an instructor at Top Gun. She also plays the love interest of Tom Cruise's Maverick, and they also end up starting a romantic relationship.
Top Gun Maverick, obviously, Mr. Cruise famously does his own stunts.
Yes.
I do too. And but do you do your own stunts? Because there's a little action sequence, a bit of an action sequence here, and I want to know if this is really you doing it here. I'm not going to explain what it is. You're not a pilot, but you do pilot something.
I do. I'm at the helm of a vessel.
Jim?
But before we jump into the next video, here's a quick shout out to our Instagram page, TCE filmartsyofficial. If you're someone who would love to get your daily dose of celebrity news and other movie updates, then this is a one-stop shop.
That was like that was the running joke, like the one thing that, you know, could defeat Tom Cruise is COVID.
And yet,
yeah.
It didn't defeat Tom Cruise.
No, it didn't.
He just waited for his moment.
He's just waiting, yeah.
Because you can't defeat Tom Cruise. He's like Tom Brady. He's undefeatable. Yeah. You know what? I realized something about you. You're like secretly one of the most talented people in the whole world, like in a whole bunch of areas.
Top Gun Maverick actor 𝘧𝘢𝘭𝘠 had to go through a really tough time preparing for the movie along with his co-stars, and Tom Cruise really wanted to make sure that the movie came across as real as possible.
I think collective suffering is probably one of the quickest ways to get to know strangers. It really is. I mean, we really were just thrown in the deep end on this thing.
Yeah.
So it was really, really unique. But I mean, the first time we saw Tom put his Maverick helmet on, that was a moment. And even just seeing him like walk down, the tarmac and, or come off a jet was just so many moments that just seemed pretty surreal. I think any time that you are kind of stepping into which I guess now is kind of becoming a franchise, or kind of carrying the torch and continuing the legacy of something that made such an impact and continues to make an impact, not just cinematically, but also culturally. I can't tell you how many dudes where, the aviators and, still talk about Goose and Maverick.
Jimmy Kimmel recently invited Miles Teller onto his show to talk all things Top Gun Maverick, and he explained how difficult it was to train inside of the jets. The cast had to go through extensive exercises to look as comfortable as possible.
Yeah, that I just never take it for granted, and you just know that, every single time that passion is there, and you're just going to go as hard as I can to try to make it great for that audience, and it's exhilarating. For me, it's it is a passion. You know, some people say to me, well, don't you want a vacation? And I'm like, this is my vacation. You have to understand, this is, I know I'm privileged because I get to be able to do something that I love.
We did. We worked with the U.S. Olympic
Michael Phelps?
open water swim. He would have. It felt like he was Michael Phelps in the water with us all the time. We were asked, would you be okay with flying? That was it.
That was it, yeah.
And then once we all said yes, then we were told, oh, by the way, you start swim training on Monday. We were all like, what, for what? Like, why?
It's not even in the movie.
No.
Alright guys, that's it for today's video, and the answer to the question I asked you all at the beginning of the video is Joseph Kosinski. If you got this answer right, then you are a true Top Gun Maverick fan. Alright guys, we'll see you around next time with another brand new video. Till then, keep watching the Celebrity Expert. Bye guys.